An Ontario probation officer compiling a pre-sentence report is acting as a risk assessor for the judge, not a therapist. To protect yourself, you must provide physical, documented proof of your daily routine before that interview begins. I do not litigate the law. Your lawyer dictates the courtroom strategy. My job is assembling your raw behavioral data into a clean physical folder so you can then hand your lawyer a verified asset to leverage at your sentencing. It is completely normal to want to explain yourself and get someone on your side, but the most dangerous thing you can do is to walk into a pre-sentence report interview relying on a tearful apology. A PSR is an audit of your life. People routinely sabotage these interviews by treating the probation officer like a confidant or by minimizing what happened. You have to remember the timeline. A pre-sentence report is only ordered after a finding of guilt or a guilty plea. The interview is not the time to argue your innocence or complain about the police. If you show up making excuses, the officer will log you as a high risk to reoffend, pushing you to a harsher sentence. I recommend approaching this interview with absolute ownership. I recommend having a physical compliance folder. This means clean independent toxicology screens, signed logs from your support meetings, character references that don't just state you're a good guy, but letters that actually face the charges head on and prove the changes you've made in your daily life. Your defense lawyer is built to argue the law, but they do not have the time to track your daily habits or build your rehabilitation proof. You have to turn your raw recovery efforts into a clean, court-ready file. Before my sentencing, my defense counsel told me that I was the most prepared client he has ever seen for sentencing. Not because I was perfect, but because I didn't show up with excuses. I showed up with an ironclad record of my behavior. I treated my sentencing like a high-stakes job site. The system does not care about your feelings. It cares about your structural release plan. If you're facing a sentencing interview next week, do not let the subjective remorse ruin your defense strategy. Send a private message to me or visit the website unpolishedpath.ca to view our portal and get our pre-sentence behavioral ledger to transform your recovery into objective, quantifiable evidence. Let's lock down your baseline.